So for this video, I just was getting ready to do a kind of photo shoot for this orientation that I had at school. And I go to U of H, so I was trying to do something red or something like that. I was up most of the night trying to figure out what I would do to my eyeshadow. But as time went on, I woke up, and I don't know why, but I was just like, okay, let me just like wing it. So basically what you're gonna see me do is I just use the butter pecan from the Too Faced chocolate bar. I want to say it's semi sweet chocolate bar to be exact. And then that's what I'm putting right under my arches right now. What I did before the video was I fixed my eyebrows. I did my eyebrows. I feel like my eyebrows could have been a little bit smaller for my liking, but they were still pretty good. So I used the butter pecan. Then I'm gonna use this. It's like a brown. It's kind of natural looking, and that I just pat it on instead of actually rubbing it in because I'd already put the butter pecan on. So I think for future references, if I'm gonna do this look again or something like that, I will put on the brown first and then put like the butter pecan on top of it, because I like the butter pecan because it's like a goldish looking color. So I do that, and I just have to blend it in. I just patted it until like it was blended all around the top. And then yeah, let me think. So I finished patting it, and then what I'm getting ready to do in a couple minutes is, hold on. Now I'm gonna take this round circular brush, and I dipped it inside of my cherry cordial color in the Too Faced chocolate bar, just the chocolate bar, and that I just rubbed around just around my whole eye, under the brown, like in the brown a little bit on some part, but for the most part it was under the brown and over my eyelid, and that I'm just rubbing over. And I'm gonna do that on both sides. I was trying to make it not too dark, but still like there. So as you can see, I did go ahead and go over the brown on the left side. I think I'm gonna do the same on the right side, and then I just add the tape there. The tape is really for my eyeliner, but it also helps shape your eyeshadow as well, and I just like the way the shape of the eyeshadow looks when you put the tape there. So I do it on both sides, and like I said, I just made sure it was rubbed in, but not too dark. Just like make sure you can see the color there, because eventually I'm gonna go ahead and color over it. Then I use let me think. Yeah, I went ahead and took my concealer, and I did like as if I were going to do a cut crease. So I added concealer onto my eyelid on both eyes. Not a whole bunch, but just enough so that, just enough so that the concealer is there and you can see the concealer there, and so it can help my eyeshadow pop out. And I'm going to do that on both sides. And actually, this was like a 45-minute video or something like that, but I just went ahead and I sped it up so it won't be as fast. So I think it's like 30 minutes or something after I sped it up. So after I put the concealer on, then I want to say that I took a brown. No, it's not like, it is brown, but it's not necessarily brown. It's like I think it's called licorice on my Too Faced Semi Sweet palette. And I use it on my outer crease. It wasn't too dark, but I just made it dark enough so that it's there. I did pack it on just a little bit, because after I started putting it on, I kind of liked the way it looked in my eyes. And so pack on that licorice color, and then let me think. Then I put Tootsie from my Too Faced chocolate shop bar, which I just showed, and I blended that, like started right where the licorice stopped, And what I did was I blended inwards towards the inner part of my lid, and also outwards toward the outer part of my lid, so that the color like literally just moved on, so it wasn't just like just two colors, so it kind of like blended. After I did that, I got really bold and I was like, well, let me just see what I can do. And I want to say I just took it's like, Amaretto color from my chocolate bar palette, and I put that on the inside of my lid. So the inside is it's like a pinkish type color, like it's in between pink and red, and it has a little glitter to it, which I really like. It has a little shimmer to it. So I had to really cake that part on because I have like the darker browns on my eye already. So I had to make sure I caked on the pinkish color so that you can still see it, because, well, I wanted to have red eyeshadow and I don't have an actual red, like a bright red. All my reds are like pretty dark or like a pinkish color. So I had to make sure I caked it on a little bit so it still matched my outfit. And I absolutely love that shirt, and I got it from Wet Seal before they closed. So, and just now I went back and I caked in some more of the cherry cordial. I don't think I actually dipped it inside the palette. I think I just took what was already on the brush and I just rubbed it in some more to try to make sure that both sides looked even. And also that so like the color was there and it didn't get overwhelmed by the licorice color that I put on top at the bottom. I also used my gel eyeliner, my black gel eyeliner from my little kit that my mom got me for Christmas. So I put that on, and I put that on a little thick. I'm going to put that on in a couple of minutes. So I did that kind of thick. And then what I didn't do this video, which I didn't realize, but I didn't put on my illuminator, which is okay because my face still turned out really good. I didn't put on the illuminator, but I did something different, and I put concealer under my eyes before my foundation and after my foundation, because I was trying to see if it would make my bags go away. And I mean, it lightened them up a little bit, so you couldn't really see them as much, but they were still there, so I still have work to do. When I got ready to put on my eyeliner, I realized that the eyeliner was covering up the amaretto color on the crease. So what I was trying to do as I did my eyeliner and after I finished my eyeliner was make sure I caked it back on so that you could still see, so it wasn't just not there. Like I said, my eyeliner was a little thick, and I like my eyeliner thick, so it was fine with me. But the wing is always what I have the troubles with, especially when I do the tape, because the tape is not always even, I guess you can say, on both sides. So one side it'll be thin, the other side it'll be a little bit thicker, and that's just something I'm trying to work to get better at. But yeah, so I just put on my Stay Matte Rimmel foundation, and I think I have it in caramel or chocolate or something like that. So I put my foundation on, and I had used my LA Girl Pro concealers, the dark one and the light one, and I can't think of what colors they are exactly, but I used those two to try to contour my face a little bit, and it actually worked pretty good. I'm not a big contouring person, so when I do it, it's like really, really special. And today I was trying to make sure I looked extra good because I wanted my face to be like extremely beat, seeing as though I don't feel like my hair is done that well. I want to work and I want to try to get the Milani setting spray. I've seen good reviews on it because I think it'll be really good. So here's where I use my concealer to try to conceal my dark circles and stuff, and I use it. Let me see. Oh, this side I just use it under my eyes, but after I put my foundation on, I'm gonna use it under the eyes, on the nose, under my mouth, like so my chin area. I use it right here too, and like on my forehead in the middle between my eyebrows area. And I just did that. I did that because, I saw a video last night, And the girl did that before her foundation, after her foundation, and it actually looked really good. So I was like, okay, well, let me try it and see how it looks on me. And I think I want to try to get a different kind of beauty blender because I use makeup. I think they're called makeup blenders or something, but they're not the same as beauty blenders. So you still have to play with them. I mean, you still get the job done, but I just like to try something different to see how it blends differently. And I mean, after I took my hair up, I was still at the blend at the top to fix that, but I feel like I did really good today on my foundation. I didn't use too much. I used just enough foundation today. And let me think, what else? So I really took a long time to blend in my foundation, like longer than usual, because normally I just blend it in a little bit. But today I was trying to make sure everything was covered. I kept going back over my eyebrow because I felt like my left eyebrow didn't do as good as my right eyebrow, but it was still really good. So it worked out for the best. And let me think, what else? Like I said, I just blend. Excuse me. And then I took the lighter concealer and I put it under my eyes again, on my nose, both eyes. Kind of just plotting it there. I didn't really take no specific shape. But at the top, I took like a decreasing line shape kind of deal. Just blended it in. I tried to make sure I was blended in really good. I kind of did this as like a highlight in a sense, not necessarily. Like I said, I used it kind of to contour my face because I'm not a contour kind of person too much. It has to be really, really special for me to contour. And then I had to really blend in my forehead because I have a big forehead and it's shiny and sometimes it gets shiny. And so I try to make sure that all of my foundation is blended in. I had to stand up just to make sure because the lighting is different when you're sitting down and standing up in my bathroom. I've realized. So I stood up just to make sure that it was even because it may look even when I'm sitting down, like in a darker shade, but I'll come in lighter, it may be like not even. So right in here, I just took the darker concealer and I put it like right under my cheekbone where you kind of put like your blush or something. And I did it on both sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend that down and up. Then I also put it on the sides of my nose, as you can see, but sometimes this one is harder to get out than the lighter one. And I put it around my edges a little bit at the top. Oh, and around my chin, I forgot. So I put it around my chin, and I really just blended it around my chin. But the part that I put like around my cheekbone, I blended that up and down. So I do that on both sides. And like I said, I just was trying to make sure that the light was the same on those sides. So I did my nose. So I think when I stood up, I did my nose. And yeah, then I finished my edges. So I think what I do next, I think, well, let me see. I don't remember. Oh, I did the highlighter. So I did the highlighter on my cheekbones, right next to my eyes. And then I do it on my nose. Then I do it on my chin. I think I did it on my forehead and around the arch on my eyebrows today because I was really thinking I was somebody. I don't really do that much. I really just do my cheekbones, my nose, and my chin. That's where I like my highlighter to be for the most part. I don't really like putting highlighter right there on my forehead because I feel like I can't blend it in correctly because, like I said, my forehead is big and it's almost like it feels like it's blended on one side or one way, but when I get a different lighting, it's not blended, and that's a lot of hassle. So I'm like, no, I'll just avoid it, and I just do my cheekbones and my nose and my chin. After I did my highlighter, I proceeded to do my blush, and I just used a blush from my little e.l.f. palette my friend got me for Christmas. And honestly, my brush is still wet, and I keep forgetting that my brush is still wet because I washed my brushes last week, but no, like earlier in the week. But they just, I don't know, for some reason that specific brush, it stays wet like on the inside. So I also need to get new brushes though, so it's okay. So after blending my blush in, I just went ahead and did my lips. I don't know why, but what I did today was I used this brown. It's like a chocolate colored lipstick almost. I have it from, let me think. It's like it's like Real Kiss or something that you get from a beauty store. So I used that, put that on my lips, and then I took a Too Faced, a darker pink color. I put that on top, and I blended that, and that's a matte lip. So I patted that in, and that created like this darkish. It was almost like a darkish red. It looked like, so it looks really good for my look, and it was actually really sticky. So I didn't like how sticky it was. So I wound up putting lip gloss on top of it. I don't know why, because it still made it sticky, but I felt like the lip gloss felt better than having the stickiness from the matte lipstick on there. For my eyelashes, I just used the only eyeshadow that really, really matters to me is my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeshadow. The other ones are just like little ones I use to help me pick out my lashes for when I put on the Too Faced eyeshadow. I mean mascara. So I do that, and then I think in a few minutes I do my Stay Matte pressing powder. It's from Rimmel, and I think I have it in like fair or beige or something. And I just pat that on my face, like literally pat. I do not do any blending. I just pat it on my face. I was really rushing because I had to go. Okay, so for this, I just pat it over my whole face, start on my cheeks and whatnot. I felt like when I patted it over my nose that I made my nose like super white, so I had to blend that out a little bit with my finger, and it looked better. I want to get a translucent powder to see how I do better with that. And I'm still trying things out, so I like trying new products. So this is when I go ahead and put my lip gloss on. And yeah, it is a dark colored pink lip gloss, but when I just when I just dab it on my lips and I just like blot it, then you can't really tell what the color of it is.